I can't help but hog up all this sun and bluebird skies we're having here in Seattle. So here's the thing. I read this quote by the Buddha. Your work is to find your work and give yourself to it. And gosh, there's several variations of this quote. But the whole idea is like our purpose here in life is to find our purpose and just give ourselves to it with passion and all of our heart and soul into it. And I remember that feeling as an athlete. I remember that. That was what I was here to do. I gave myself to it. All of my heart, my soul, blood, sweat, tears, everything. And not once did I go into a season, into a game, into any sport with the intention of just sitting on the sidelines. Think about that. If you were an athlete, or you've done anything that was meaningful to you, that you were fired up to do, did you go into that to sit on the sideline and just say, hey, I'm cool with being mediocre? I'm willing to bet you didn't. And I know as an athlete, I can't imagine that you did. And so why in the world am I in post-transition, post-sports, my competitive years are over, why do I find myself settling for less? Look, the whole social dynamic and what everyone was telling me to do is, hey, just go get a job, get those benefits, get that 401k, get your 2 weeks vacation, and man, you're set. I'm going, hold on a second. Hold on. That can't be it. That cannot be it. There's got to be more to my life than just that. And discovering it is not easy. Holy cow. And it caused me a lot of pain and my family a lot of discomfort, because it's not like there was a playbook or a roadmap. It's like, okay, cool. So I'm not going to settle for, these elements that society is telling me to settle for. So then what is it? What's the next step? So obviously I did a ton of research, a ton of learning, a ton of growing, made a ton of mistakes through the process, because like I said, there's no real playbook as to what that looks like. But what I knew was I did not want to go into my life just sitting on the sideline. And that's what it felt like to me. And again, I'm coming from the athletic space. You may be coming from a different space. It felt to me just taking a salary that was capped, or even I got into sales roles, just, taking a commission and just saying, okay, like this is it. And I'm just going to go and punch this clock. And I felt completely unfulfilled. And every opportunity I had with that, it was the unfulfillment. And there was times where, okay, great, I've got the salary, I've got the roof over my head, I've got the bills paid, I have my beautiful children, and yet I just felt unfulfilled. Like this is not working for me. And having come from a place where I've experienced fulfillment, I know what that feels like, and I want that in my life. That sucks. That's stressful. It is depressing. And so what furthermore caused the depression and struggle was, I don't know what the hell to do. Okay, great. I know that feels like sitting on the sideline. I know that feels unfulfilled. I was unfulfilled. So now what? And so everyone's got the goal, hey man, here's the key. Here's the golden ticket. Like, here's how you're going to get it. And it's like, you have to, I had to figure out like what was the best route for me. Cause I took a lot of that bait and it led me down wrong paths and oh my gosh, I thought this was it. I thought this was the way out. It's not. It's an inside out game. And that's where I had to that was my transformation. It is an inside out game. There's nothing outside of you. There is no amazing opportunity or this interest rate or, this return on investment or this amazing opportunity that's going to change your life. Man, it's all BS. It's an inside out game. That's where you got to start. That was where my transformation hit, and actually started from doing this, just being open and being vulnerable, understanding, becoming self-aware about myself, what I was capable of, what I was not capable of, because there's a lot of things I'm not very good at, and I had to be okay with that. And that was hard because I didn't like to admit that I was not good at some things, but I had to address that. So, to sum it up, you were not meant to sit on the sidelines of life. I know I wasn't. And so now what? So now where do you go? How do you get off the sideline? Because I know I was sickened because I was watching people on videos just like this, going, I want to do that. I want to make that type of impact. I want to make that type of money. And I wasn't. And so I'm stuck on the sidelines watching others do it. And that just built resentment in me. Like, the fire is burning. I want to go put it somewhere. I'm willing to bet you have a fire. I'm willing to bet you're sick and tired of sitting on the sidelines. I'm willing to bet that you probably, if you're watching this and you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I'm willing to bet that there's a level of fulfillment that you're trying to achieve. And I tell you, there's a transformation that needs to happen, and it's an inside-out game. If you're ready to go inside, work on the inner to start to see the results on the outside, simply just hit message, direct message. I'd love to connect with you. It's an invitation. Let's talk about the inner game. Let's get right inside, and then, as I've learned, the strategies are out there. Like that, it's like I tell coaches all the time. Anybody could go onto Google right now and search playbook, plays, strategies for running an offense, for putting a workout routine in for your athletes. It's all the X's and O's are common knowledge. We all have access. There is no secret that most people don't know about becoming bigger, faster, stronger. What's untapped is the mindset, the inner work, the work that needs to be done in order to then take all those amazing X's and O's of life and apply them. So the strategies are there for your success. It's the inside that we got to get right. It's we got to connect. We got to find that purpose, passion. We got to incorporate play back into your life again. So anyway, simple rant. Shoot me a message, my invitation to you to connect. Let's have a conversation. Let's get you on the right path, finding fulfillment. So you can walk into that door, whether you've got a family or not. You can look in the mirror and say, I have on a path to find my work, or I have found my work and I am giving my all to it. That's life. That's playing in the game and not sitting on the sidelines. Shoot me a message, y'all. Look forward to connecting.